Hello and welcome back to the arena. Now today for a mod video, got 5 more mods for you. But first, look what I figured out. You can actually see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to have this off because, yeah, it's kind of hard to record and play like this. Everything's inverted for me. So, let's get on to the first mod. Okay, so, first mod is one I have liked since U10. And they brought it back for U11. I love that. It's a spell mod. So, you're going to open up your spell wheel here. I'll get into some of these other ones later. But what you're going to do is you're going to select your spell. And there you go. It's the Dagger summoning spell, in case you couldn't tell there by me summoning a dagger. Okay. Do it again. Now I got two. The thing with these, they work as regular daggers. You can throw them and whatnot. But, yeah, they defy gravity, which is kind of neat. If you're not very good at throwing the daggers with gravity, you can just kind of use that like that. Or if you want to pretend to be an anime or movie character, there you go. Fairly simple mod, and yeah, just kind of show you here. And they work like regular daggers. You can throw them as well, still a bit glitchy. Alright, fairly quick one for that. So, yeah, really fun. We'll move on to the second mod. Okay, for the second mod, it is another spell, and you'll find it right here. Doesn't glow like that one, but it is another summoning spell. Now, for anyone who's played this before, you know that there's a secret sword in the game. I personally never found it, but now you don't really have to because you can summon it. Now, like the dagger, it doesn't really care what gravity has to say, but yeah, works pretty nice. I'm not sure what the original sword for the game has on it, if this here works as a blunt or whatnot, but it does for the spell. And it slices pretty good too. So,
you will regret this.
There we go. So yeah, that's the, gotta look at the name of it. Falchion spawning spell. I'll be putting the name somewhere here for you guys to see, along with who made them. And, yeah, the links to these will be down in the description. Okay, so for this one here, we are not in the middle of the arena, where I normally like to start, center of attention and all. So, you're going to go to your item selection book, and you're just going to scroll down. If you're like me, you're going to have a lot of stuff here. So, this one here is the God of War Ragnarok weapon pack. In case you don't know, God of War is a game series, and me personally, I've only played the 2018 version, which is really fun. But watching some gameplay of the Ragnarok, the sequel to 2018, it looks really fun. Not sure if I'll get it, but they've added some of the weapons to the game here. So you'll select the Ragnarok one for the weapons, and yeah, I'll go through what these do in a bit. Anyways, you'll get a bunch of stuff from the, God of War Ragnarok. So Magni Sword, Modi's Mace, and Modi's Shield, not from Ragnarok, from what I can tell. That's just from the 2018 version. But still, if you like this, then there you go. It's nice for you to use. Hand holds a bit weird, but yeah. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these. I'll just do a quick showing of these. So you got the Draupnir ring, which I'm not sure if talking about this will spoil the game or not, but essentially it's a ring that you can, there you go, get infinite spears from. You can throw it, and yeah, Works like a regular spear and whatnot. Now you have other things like Heimdall sword, Mjolnir, Ingrid, the Leviathan axe. I don't personally care for actually using the Leviathan axe. It's not my style, but I can see why some people would like it. Now, for blade and sorcery, that is, anyways. What is neat with this is if you go to the runes, and you get the Wrath of the Frost Giant. Now, it's kind of weird. You gotta find just the right spot. You hold it right here, release, and it's not on there. Now, if you go like this, a bit loud, but yeah, it's just a beam that you can shoot. And it's glitched here. For anyone who's played Nomad, you know that that's a problem that can happen sometimes. Anyways, so to just kind of show you the beam here. Spawn in a couple people. Okay, so you just point it like this and you hold your trigger. And that's it. They're dealt with. They're dead. Alright. Sorry for a little cut there. I decided to have a tea break. Now, back to the God of War Ragnarok weapons. Now, out of these, if I had to choose like one or two to be my favorite, one, Blades of Chaos. They work fairly well. You can't really do like in the game where you can whip them in a cross section. The chains actually get caught up on each other. But you can just take one easily, and if you press the trigger, it'll shoot out its chain. If you figure it out properly, you can figure out a way to kind of do it where it throws it. I personally haven't figured that out, but I found generally the best way to use it is to get the chain out, and then you can just keep going a circle like this, or throw the chain out and kind of over your head like a lasso type of thing. Now, neat thing with these is
You shouldn't be here.
so, as I was saying, neat thing with these is they pretty much just cut anything off without any real work. Now, if you do it right, you can also just do that while whipping them with the sword. And, yeah. One more thing, and then it'll be done for the God of War Ragnarok thing. So, Galahorn. It is a horn. Now, what it does is say... Here, let's go ahead and go over here real quick. And let's say... I'm not sure. Let's go night. And then we'll go easy. Why not? And then just start. So there it is. Battle music's playing. They'll be spawned in here shortly. 1, 2, 3. So say, oh no, I'm surrounded. You take your horn, you press the trigger on it. And there you go. It disappears when it's done, and now you have some buddies to fight along with you. Alrighty, I'll be back after some work is done here. Okay, got that all dealt with now. As you can see, I've taken off my usual setup to show you the next mod. It's more holsters. Now, if I remember the name of the people who made these mods, I'd be saying them, but like I said, they'll be somewhere here. And now it's not an item, but I'm over here just to get the items. So, say you want to go here and let's just go ahead and say, okay, I want to go here. I want 2 of these swords. I want them right here. Then you're going to go, okay, I need a ranged weapon, so we'll go here. We'll go, I want a bow. So we'll take that. Then you go here and you're like, okay, we'll go with the bodkin arrows, put that here. Oh no, I don't have a knife and I want to be able to still dual wield certain swords. So, what this does is, let's see here. We'll go here because these knives are somewhat easier to see. So, you go here, you go like this, you equip it, and now this gives you, from what I can tell, about 4 more slots on your body. So you got one on each arm like this. Now I've tested it. No, you can't just simply take this and punch the blade into someone. But you can take it off, you can put it on this arm, you can put it down here on your legs. And yeah, just a quick little showing here. Yeah, so 4 more extra spots. Now you can have your regular setup and some extra little knives that if you want. Okay, so quick little jump in because I just found out that there are 5 armor slots. So if you take something and you hold it right about here to where your finger's kind of touching your chin, yeah, you got an extra slot. Let's see if I can show it to you here. Yeah, so you're holding it in your teeth essentially. So yeah, now on to the next mod. Alright, so for the 5th and final mod for today's video, it is called Portable Books, or Portable Book. I'm not quite sure, but it'll be, like I said, at the bottom with the rest of all these. So, what you do is you press your little button here that would normally open up your books. Now I've already got it on here because I was using it for goofing off stuff. Normally when you open up the book, you're here. But you'll see this little backpack, you go over here. It'll lag sometimes, most of the time for me, when you go to open this up. And yeah, if you go clicking around too fast, it'll lag your game a bit. I haven't had it crash my game yet, so that's a plus. But yeah, for using, it's a fairly simple mod. You scroll through here, select what you want, say, alright, I want to go here. I want to go, let's say, here. And say you're in a dungeon and you don't really like the weapons you've chosen. So you like this and you're like, okay, you know what? I want to try using the spear out, which I have actually used this, and it's fairly fun to use. Or say you're in the dungeon and you're fighting. Oh no, your sword is glitched out of your hand and it's gone, but you're determined to finish it with that type of sword. You open the book up, you go where your sword is found, you go like this, you go like this, and there you go, you got yourself a new sword. And yeah, you can spawn anything that you normally spawn from your item book over there out of this. So I want to go down here, I go here, and I want a nice apple. Yum. Alright, that is going to be it for today's video. And I guess until next time, I'll see you in the arena.